Roll it. Cue the intro. Childhood, kit, night, voice, car. K-I-T-T, kit. Camera 2, if you prefer. Childhood, had it since 83. That's with the copyright A2, A3. You go by the last date. So it's been Christmas of 83, going on A4. Great Aunt Betty's. Love going over there because I always got something random but awesome. And I think this thing was like 20 bucks. So it's probably like 60. Like if you round up, I always kind of go like times 3 from like the early 80s. So yeah, childhood. One booger. I kept the box. It's been in my closet, never been touched. But I took the flap off because I used it like a garage. So why? But other than that, Foxy has a little purple. Purple runs along there. It's in my closet. I think I had another box inside of it. But we can look at the box. I'm working on this here. And I got this 2020. I need to replace me one. Childhood night. Childhood David Hasselhoff. And maybe not. His boots are in good shape. It must be the other one. Because one, his boots were screwed up. But he got some dog poo on the back of his leg. Pretty blue eyes. Boy's car. I had it working. It was smashed. The roof was smashed. You might be able to see a little bit of it. But I heated it up. Reformed plastic. Doors are good. Tires fair. Battery compartment was rusty. I gotta get something. Well, I need tools anyhow. Rusty battery compartment, but I kept the bits and like made my own copper. It was a little thin, but I just double thickness, folded it over. Had to get the motor going. Button. It's missing. I never knew this lever was here. There's a lever. That'll help you with the speed too. But I threw it. C battery counter. C battery in it. Sorry, give you something to look at. But no go, no juice. I think I can crack it open real quick. It shouldn't be that hard. Crack it open. Spin the motor a couple times. Okay, I got a screwdriver. I need something else. Welcome back. Okay, 5 screws. 1, 2, 3. That one's a false screw. 4, 5. And then that one holds down the motor, so you don't really need to mess with it, or you can go ahead and just take it out. Okay, there's that much. Then you need, well, some of it might want to come. Yeah, it's coming, but we might need to help it along. That one's off. I already had door come off, which I really didn't want. There's that side. You just gotta get in there and twist. They'll go. Yeah, I see one. Just kind of get it on the edge of the rocker, and that little flare. So you're on the edge of the clip, and on the bottom of the flare, flip the clip. Flippy flip. I'm gonna try to stick that door back in. Because the top is fine. If you look at it funny, it'll fall off. But then whenever you go to try to put it back on, it will not go back on at all. Flip. Yeah, one of those is the peg. The peg kind of places the windshield. I wish they both had one, but maybe it broke off. Maybe it just wasn't there. Okay, that's gonna set that to the side. No scratchy. I'll put the door back in again. It shuts about as good as a Camaro or a Firebird. Yeah, sit. There. We're still there. Yeah, see? I super glued them. Gorilla glued my contacts. Cheat and made the hole small and pressed it down really hard. Made my little connections good enough and squeaked. Might, after just fiddling with it, it might bang off. I don't know yet. It has what's left of my original contact. It's just metal and it rusted and snappy. I kept a piece. Alright. It makes it loose. So what I did is I just used stuff a paper towel in there. I just bend them a little bit. I'm gonna keep it this way so you can see the rust. It had to have been underwater. I don't even know if I took the battery cover off. I might not have. That's how rusty it was. Okay. Going in like that. So I'm going to put the butt in first. See what happens. Spin it. Spin the battery. Clean the. It should have banged off. So I'm going to stuff this paper towel in there. Then we're going to crack a lacking on the motor. Just to hold the battery in place so it wouldn't go swimming around. See, nice and tight. Yeah, see? Yeah. The shifter, you could, if you really wanted to, take the console, but we don't want to because it will break off. It will just snap off. There's a peg. I thought it was the shifter that held it down, but there's a peg thing that clips inside the dash, and it's holding. You see down in there, it's holding. Yeah, it's not broken. So I'm gonna leave it alone. Let's say then the trunk deck lid. You can raise it up, get the motor out. Well, take the motor out. Yeah, that screw there, and then there's just a catch right down there on the bottom. Did I get the grill off? Where'd the grill go? Okay, the front clips on the car. Bigger, smaller, Stanley's. The biggest Phillip. All I need to do is I want to just lift it out here. If I can get it, plenty of wire for what I need. What's that thingy, trigger thingy? Oh, the button. That button. That's a long way around. Press the license plate. It goes way all the way back to the back. They hit the bottom of that button. I'm like, guess they didn't want to change nothing. They just reused it straight out. Ripped it out of the Betsy Wetsy doll or something and stuck it in a kit cart. Okay. I might as well just tear into it. I use the biggest Stanley. Yeah. You keep that short stubby one to the side. Then the other ones are all shiny. One on the bottom. On top. I'm gonna lose my belt, but that's okay. There's a guard. You can stick it over the guard. And then whenever you get it back to where you want it, you just reach in there and just push it down. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. That did nothing. Speaker. I just want to see if the motor will move. I have to bend the motor. Figures. And button sticks. Here's a record. Drop the needle. I'm just pushing the bottom of it, see if it'll do anything. Hey! There she goes. Motor spinning. That's just going to spin for an hour now, so that pressure's a bunch. Yeah, the motor's spinning without the belt. Yeah, see, that's the guard. The guard. And then you use that and get in there with a small flathead. Man, the motor's just spinning away. I'm going to have to jerk the battery out of it, I think. Woohoo! And I'm going to jerk the battery up. There she goes. Alright. Now, like I've said, I already did all the cleaning and the whatever and all that. So this was just a whole thing on spinning the motor over. Man, that rubber band. Rubber band. Good rubber band. Springy. So I ain't messing with that. Start telling. Almost like really don't want to poke it with anything sharp. Let's see. But I want to flip it on that guard. I'll show you in a minute. I don't really want it tangled up either. Yeah, I got one roll in it. There she goes. I'm gonna give me a flathead Stanley. I'm gonna need one anyhow. I do not want it rolled. I gotta roll. Just went around. So there's that guard. See, then the motor come through here, but then you just flip it over. Flip it over on top of it, if you've seen that. But that's the record. Fly. Alright, I'm gonna throw this thing back together. Might as well. Yeah, I didn't even have to get in there with a screwdriver or anything. I just flip the axle. around that hole. I don't know, observational hole or inspection hole. Inspection hole. There you go. So there's that much. There she went. No, it's still there. I might as well put a screw in it. Let's see, them two look just alike. So those are probably the top. So then that leaves me with this one. So I might as well just put it there. Maybe. Where did it go? This one right here then. Alright. Alright. Record. You can't mess it up. There's two big holes. There's two big pins on either side of the motor. Does anybody understand how radio works? Like, how does it work? Like, there's no way it can work. It's just little pieces of plastic sitting on top of each other, but sound comes out of it. I don't get it. That screw is supposed to adjust the pressure of that dude in the middle of the speaker, but it's not even, it's just a screw into a piece of plastic. It's not even separate. So I don't know. That was a C battery hitting the floor. I'm going to try to, yeah, there we go. I'm back together. There's not even a groove for the wiring to fit in. See, that screw on top of the speaker, you can tighten it up, or you can loosen it. It don't do anything. But I'll mess with it whenever I get this thing back together. I'll hit the trigger, but it's going to sound different than it does out than it does inside, because the deck, front cover. And you also have that lever on the side, and I have no idea what it does. Speed, slow, high. Let's try to start at one end and adjust it. Like, start low and work your way up, I guess. Does something. Yeah, plus, I guess negative. Made in Japan. I guess it's just made out of magic, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. Let's see if I can. Now, because I'll be out the back. And it's not legit at all. Run the wires out the back, because just sit in there like this. And then they're just getting pinchy. There's a hole there, but that's on the wrong side. So I'll sit in there like this, and where the wires would come through is right there. And then whenever there's that gap, but whenever you squeeze it together, it'll be filled up. So I guess just out the back. I gotta find my seat. Alright. We ready? No. Slow. slow. No, that's not it. I go all the way to plus on the back. Must be the battery. I don't know. I don't know, dude. No. Yeah, get loose. Too loosey. It did bang off, but then quit. Exactly. I didn't know that wiring. Maybe that'd do something. I don't know. Motor's turning. The wires are like melted, soldered to the plastic to hold them in place, so you can't really do anything with that. I looked at the speaker. They're workies. I turned that. That screw in the middle does not do anything. But I got all the phrases. Slow, isn't it? His voice is a lot higher. Any looser than that screw will be all the way out. Tighten the screw up a little more. There. Yeah, that's way too. That's negative, so I'm positive. All the way to the positive on the lever on the bottom. It speeds up at the end. Well, okay, it works. That was awesome, but I just wanted to make sure that I don't know how good it originally worked, back in the 80s, 84, 85. The motor works, it spins, it plays. That's about as much as my talent allows me. I don't know how a record player works. I looked at it as a bunch of little springs and plastic pieces that rub together. I don't think there's anything. It'll sound worse once I put it back in the car. I know it will. Alright, that ain't bad. It just needs a little bit faster. And that's as fast. It runs on a spring. It's electrode on either end. And that's as fast as it'll go. It just needs a little bit more. There's a pin down in there, a tan pin and a black hole stand. Yeah, that sounded better. Probably about as close as you got. I don't know if they use the same voice actor or not. That's the best one. Yeah, snap the body on real quick. The dash kind of kicks you out. You want to try to keep the doors on, but then you gotta spread it. I'm trying to run the bottom end. Just got to push some rockers back down the back clip. Just this one. That one cooperated. I'll just line this one up. Push that one in. Yeah, it clicked. It falls out, but then it clips in the bottom. Clippies. So that's 4 clippies holding it together. Oh. Stress on the plastic. Alright, now I got 5 of these here to throw back in it. Yep, that one. I might as well do the funny one. The oddball one in first. Then we'll see how bad this thing sounds. Yeah, hopefully all the glass went in right. I didn't take it out, so it shouldn't have moved too much. Now, I do the back first since the front, close to the front, already has one kind of in it. Stoppy. I can kind of push on the front now since the nose cone is a pretty thick piece. Go to the stoppies. Night Rider, voice car, by Kenner. Goody. That's all she wrote. Glasses on. Kitt, I need you, buddy. I think that's as good as I'm going to get it. That was 30 minutes. Good Lord. I'm calling it. Got the motor spin over. That's about the best I can do with it. I already cleaned it up, and I may wipe her back down, I don't know. I think I'll just throw it back in the bag, and I'll take the battery back out of it, and run it a few times. Ran the motor a bunch, so there should be no reason. Should be fine now. Yeah, that sounded better. It's slowly working in. And the glass was originally blue. It's always been blue. It's not this color. Yeah, glass is back in. Actually, it looks better than what it did. Over his head. Here, over his head there. It sucked in pretty good. There's a center roof console, but it's blue. You know, Nivea is black. That's just the plastic holding the windshield together. There's gaps, and he wants to fall out, and kind of not the best alignment job, but it's a toy. It had some miles. 6-inch scale, 1982, 28 Trans Am. You know. Bye, get her. Thanks for watching.